Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Tonight's opener is a game on the 3DS called Tokyo Crash Mobs. It's well, let's just start it. I'm not really sure what to say about it. I think you can just decide on your own what this is supposed to be, but delusion now. Alright, so Tokyo Crash Mobs is, in terms of gameplay, it doesn't seem like it offers much. It's just a match 3 color game, and that's all. The appeal of the game is what it's all wrapped in. I'm not really sure what to say about it. It's wrapped in Japanese FMV. It has some kind of story, which I guess we can try to interpret it as we go on. But I've beaten the game, and I can only kind of guess at what the story is all about. We're starting off with week 1, the hot new restaurant. You might notice on the bottom screen, it talks about how to throw a scene stir. The scene stirs are the enemies in the game, which we're about to meet. As we start off with Throwing Mondays. Okay, so those are the scene stirs. They are in line in front of Grace in this hot new restaurant. Grace wants to get in there, and I think it's only the first 10 people in line that are going to be able to get into the hot new restaurant. So we have to murder these scene stirs. We do this by picking up scene stirs and throwing them at other ones. We have to match 3 in a row because they all wear colors, and we don't know why we're doing it. Who can say? They're all snappily dressed, and that is their downfall. Alright, let's get started. Delusion now. Let's see if Grace can make it into the restaurant. Right, the first 10 through the door. There's just too many. Too many people in line. So they must die. Like so. Yay. And this is pretty much what the gameplay is. Like I said, it's simple, but it's definitely something I wouldn't really be interested in if it wasn't wrapped up in FMV madness, but it is. I don't know why there are so many scene stirs in Japan. And why they fill up these lines the way they do. They prevent anyone else from going anywhere. So they deserve to die. And we did it. Grace is not only one of the first 10 people to get in, she's the only one to get in. She's the only person to make it into the restaurant. Everyone else is dead. As they should be. Oh, Grace is happy. It looks like we scored a gold. Yep. She made it into the restaurant. But when it comes down to it, does that really give Grace a sense of fulfillment in her life? Does that give her a meaning? Doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't. On Tuesday, we really hate lines. Time for Rolling Tuesdays with Savannah. So that happened. And now it's time for Savannah to murder scenesters who are coming to, they're coming after her. It's different from Grace's level in that scenesters were just trying to get into the restaurant. But in Savannah's levels, scenesters are actively coming after her, and they're trying to get to a button that is next to Savannah. What would happen if the scenesters made it to that button? Well, hopefully we won't find out, because that would mean we lost. Delusion now. Right, so here they come. And they too must die. I mean, in this case, it's self-defense. They are clearly coming after Savannah with an aggressive manner. Yay. She seems so happy when she gets combos. Of course, the goal is to throw the scenesters in such a way that you're able to set up combos once you get a match 3. Ideally. And that's it. Savannah's happy. She's defended herself against the scenesters. The button went unpressed. Well, only a silver on this level. Not as good as how Grace did. But we're still happy about that. That's still alright. Our life still has meaning, right? Hey, Movie Maze has been added because that happened. I don't know. Don't forget, this is the story mode. So, this is a story. Next on Wednesday, we encounter a 10-person limit, just as we did on Monday. So it's time once again for Grace to get to the front of the line. So many scenesters. Now they're introducing line cutters. People who are trying to jump the line, and we must kill them. Or at least kill the leader of the line cutters to scare the others off. These new restaurants must be very trendy. If everyone just wants to get in on day one. There's so many people who seem to want to. For every new restaurant that opens. I mean, I have to say... Oh, hold on, line cutters. They got what for. They got what was coming to them. You know, even though the scenesters are obviously the scum of the earth, at least they're not killing anyone to get in this new restaurant. You know, isn't Grace the real monster here? She could just find a restaurant that's not so busy, right? No, that's not good enough. And once again, Grace is the only one that gets in the restaurant. No one else is getting in there as long as we're on the job. And how'd we do? Oh, I thought we did okay. Grace seems a bit depressed over it. Yeah, she's not happy. She's not happily at all in how we did in murdering those scenesters. As Grace looks above the scenesters on the ground, stands above them as she knows that she's better. On Thursday, we had a UFO sighting. Oh dear. And now we see what happens when the scenesters press that button. Savannah gets launched out into space. So obviously, she would want to stop that from happening. Seems quite justified in trying to kill all these scenesters that are trying to eject her out into the blackness. In this level, they introduce the UFO item, in which we can use that to kill many scenesters, actually abduct scenesters of the same color. We can tell the aliens who to abduct, as it says. Delusion now. You might wonder why there is a button that can eject Savannah out into space. Yeah, you might wonder that. Or why apparently the entire population of Japan wants to press it. Just seems to be irresistible. Hold on. Alright, we got the UFO from Grace. Let's wait until we have a bunch of scenesters on the screen and try to abduct as many as possible. Alright, there go all the greens. Taken who knows where. Whoops, oh, I did not mean to do that. I broke up the procession of reds. And that's going to be a problem when you're playing the game. You are tapping on the touchscreen while looking at the top screen. Sometimes your accuracy is not the best. But Savannah has successfully defended herself once again. We did it! But there's still no meaning to Savannah's life. Nothing she does seems to make a difference. Maybe some days you just... there's no even reason to get out of bed. You're just attacked by scenesters. Megacat, what kind of question was that? Of course I bought this. What could we say is going through Savannah's mind? Nothing seems to help, nothing seems to make a difference. We just end up face down on the floor in a white space, no matter what we do. But on Friday, we had lunch at school. Throwing Friday with Grace. But we might not be able to have lunch at school unless we get these scenesters out of the way. The bomb ball, which the scenesters carry, we can blow up to kill them. And the umbrella, if we make it start raining, the scenesters can open their umbrellas, which will change their colors, which will make it easier for us to murder them and make sure that we get through the door, so we can have lunch at school. Since we're on only the first levels of the game, it's been pretty easy so far. It does get kind of hard, actually. Oh, hold on, line cutters. There we go. No one's cutting line while Grace is in charge here. Yep, there we go. In fact, if she has their way, there will be no line. There will be no customers. Only Grace. Oh, here comes the bomb ball. Let's see if we can kill people with it. We did. You wonder if the police have been made aware of all these scenesters being killed. Oh, hold on, Savannah. Let's... hold on, I can't seem to get her. Oh. Oh, I got it. I got the umbrella. Oh, that guy's cutting in line. I failed to stop him. Let's use the umbrella. This causes them, yes, causes it to start raining. Everyone opens up their umbrellas, and now it can be a bit easier to murder. We're starting to run out. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We're starting to run out of time, but we should be able to get at least within the first 10 people, if not just number 1 at this point. And we did it. Once again, Grace, the only one who makes it into the restaurant. No one else. How does Grace feel about that? She's not happy. She's not happy at all. Life still has no meaning, even after you've murdered scenesters and had lunch. On Saturday, it's time for Pedestrian Panic. Oh, we have a 2-line stage if you look at the bottom screen. Savannah has to defend herself against not just 1, but 2 lines of scenesters coming to press the button to eject her out into space. Seems like Savannah is getting obsessed with spirals. It can only lead to no good. Alright, we've got 2 lines, so we have to be more on the ball than previous levels. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. And there are 2 buttons. Oh, they're starting to reach it. Oh, let me get this barricade and use it. Stop the scenesters from advancing. That won't last forever. So we have to do what we can while we have this opportunity. Now there they go. Fortunately, as they get closer to the buttons, they start to get slower. The only thing that brings any happiness to Savannah's life is murdering a lot of scenesters at once. I mean, isn't that how it is with all of us, though? That little taste of being alive comes only with the death of others. Alright, that 1 line is almost completely done. Yep, and there it goes. Looks like Savannah should be able to go through this without getting ejected into space. And that's all we can ask for out of life, I think. Can I make it to the end of the day without being forced into space? Hajimeo, you wonder if the Savannah character is Caucasian than Japanese release? Somehow, I look at this and I doubt anything about this game was westernized. Life still has no meaning, even when you successfully killed all the scenesters. Surely, there must be something in life that can give us meaning. Maybe when we go to our very first ninja show, we'll find something for us. Oh, it's both Grace and Savannah at the ninja show. It appears that Grace and Savannah have met each other. And they do have something in common, after all, having to kill scenesters every other day. However, this time we're not fighting scenesters. No. No. We're being attacked by ninjas today, on Sunday. On Sundays, we can use motion controls if we want. It's actually not that great, but I'm going to try to use it. Oh, Katara the Multiplier. Alright. So our goal is the same. Murder people according to their color. That's the message of Tokyo Crash Mobs. Segregate people into their color, and then murder them appropriately. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ah. Not doing so great against Kotaro the Multiplier. There's a UFO flying around. Got it. And let's see, it should abduct all the blues. Yes. Those ninjas are getting close, but we can roll ninjas to stop them. And that's it for Kotaro. He could not stand up against both Grace and Savannah. Yay. Yeah, I am physically moving the 3DS. That is how this is working. From left to right. It's okay, I guess. I mean, I guess... Oh, hold on. They're throwing rocks at me. I don't know what these ninjas have against Grace and Savannah. But they are actively trying to kill us, as opposed to the scenesters, which didn't really do anything to resist. This works better if you have a lot of room. I'm basically just sort of moving the 3DS slightly from left to right and tilting it. But you might need more room if you have a wide space that you have to turn around in. Fortunately, I was able to keep the ninja population under control, more or less, there, but life still has no meaning, even after killing ninjas. But we could be depressed together. There's that. It's good to have something in common with people, right? You meet new people, sometimes you just hit it off with them, because there's something that both of you can share that maybe not many people can. In the case of Grace and Savannah, maybe they felt that no one else had to deal with scenesters and ninjas, but now they've found friend. Who knows what that problem is all about. That was week 1. Week 2, it's much of the same, fighting scenesters and then fighting ninjas, ninja, at the end of the week. I think we'll save week 2 for the next stream. And we'll continue on with Tokyo Crash Mobs at that time, and see if Grace and Savannah are able to figure out what they need out of life. And if killing scenesters is really the way. But that's a story for a later time.